Hello and welcome to another GCSE revision video. In this video we're going to be looking at the AQA GCSE 8300 series. This is the first paper in the higher tier and it's the November 2017 series of exams. This is a non-calculator paper and we're picking up in question 22, which reads: here is some information about the miles per gallon of 60 cars. Miles per gallon, we've got a frequency. And 22a says, draw a cumulative frequency graph. So we're going to need a cumulative frequency. So let's put the CF here. Now, the cumulative frequency is basically, as the word says, it's the frequency that accumulates. So we're starting off with the 6 cars get between 40 and 50 miles per gallon. So our first column is 6. Now our second row, we've got 16 cars get between 50 and 60 miles per gallon. But we're now looking for the number of cars that get from 0 all the way up to 60. So it's these 16 plus the 6. So this is 16 plus 6, which is 22. Now the next row we've got from 60 to 70 is 28 cars get between 60 and 70 miles per gallon. So this 28 now has to include the 16 and the 6. So that's 28 plus 22, which makes 50. And between 70 and 80 we've got 10 cars, so we're adding 10 to our running total of 50, so that makes 60. So we're basically saying there are 60 cars that get less than 80 miles per gallon. There are 50 cars that get less than 70. There are 22 cars that get less than 60, and there are 6 cars that get less than 50. So this is our cumulative frequency. And now all we need to do is plot these points on the graph. Because I'm so bad at writing and drawing, I've actually taken the liberty of plotting the points already. But as you can see, where I've plotted them, because we're saying 6 cars get less than 50, we're plotting them at the upper bounds. So at the 50, we plot the 6. And at the 60 we plot the 22, which is the 6 plus the 16. And at the 70 we're plotting the 50, and at the 80 we're plotting the 60. Now if you're artistically talented and you're really good at drawing nice curves freehand, you could try and draw a beautiful S-shaped curve, which is roughly what the cumulative frequency chart should look like. But in an exam, everyone's perfectly happy for you to just join the dots with straight lines, which is what I'm going to do. Anything that saves you time in an exam is a good thing. So don't waste your time drawing a beautiful curve when it's not going to get you any extra marks. Your key is you're chasing marks. So a straight line is absolutely all that you need. Okay, and part B says use the graph to work out the interquartile range. Okay, so our interquartile range, our graph goes up to 60, so the median is going to be at 30, which we can say quarter to. So that's just 60 over 2. Then halfway between the start and quarter 2 is your quarter 1. So that's basically 60 divided by 4. So 60 over 4 equals 15. So halfway between 10 and 20 is going to be here. And our quarter 3, this is quarter 1. Or the first quartile, and our third quartile is going to be 60 divided by 4 times 3, which is equal to 15 times 3, which is 45. So that's halfway between 40 and 50. So that's our quarter 3, or third quartile. And now to get the interquartile range, all we're doing is reading off our graph. So we're drawing a straight line from where the first quartile will be, which if I can get a straight line, and then draw down from here. Okay, so this is, so that's 50, 52, 54, 56. I make that 56 miles per gallon. I'm saying that's 56. And then our third quartile, goes across to the graph and then down. Okay, I'm going to make that 2 less than 70, so that's 68. I'm going to make that 68. Now our interquartile range is equal to the third quartile minus the first quartile. So that's equal to 68 minus 56, which is equal to, so that's 2, that's 12. So there's a difference between the first quartile and the third quartile of 12 miles per gallon. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. If you're taking your GCSEs this year, I'd like to wish you every success with your revision and every success with your exams, and I'll look forward to seeing you in another video.